So we're back home. We've been home for a couple of days. Well, about a day and a half. We left as soon as the last race night was over. Drove all night. Shawn had to get home so he could go to Aiden's baseball game on Saturday, and then we just kind of been resting after that. So now we're kind of going over the car after our last race just to make sure everything's good. Going to change up some suspension a little bit, but main focus today that I'm doing while Shawn's out running some errands is just kind of going over the valve train a little bit. It seems like maybe the car didn't shift into high gear on the last pass. It hung out on the rev limiter at 8,600 RPM where it should have been in third gear. So we're not sure if it didn't shift or exactly what happened, but just kind of going over everything, make sure nothing's broke, and then we'll put this thing back together and head back up there and do some more racing. So we'll see what we find here. So everything appears to be fine there. I don't see any broke valve springs. All the rocker arms look good. Shawn will check lash whenever we get back up there before we start racing again. But go ahead and put this valve cover back on, hook up all the electronics again, and should be good to go. We're looking for some lighter front springs. Right now, I think we've got a 425-pound spring on the front. We're looking for something quite a bit lighter. We want to really throw the front end up on this thing and then use our shock, our kinetic shocks to control it. So that's where we're at right now. Put this thing back together. We'll wait on Shawn to get back, and then we'll figure out what else we're going to do or what we have time for before we have to head back up there. We don't have much time. They want us back up there like right now, so we got to figure it out in a hurry. Tighten these, I'll go with you.
Everything look good?
Yeah. If you nothing broke, rocker arms weren't doing nothing funky.
There
so
you go.
Figure if there's much more, you'll find it when you lash them.
Yep. Love this.
This car's the coolest. It really is. Sometimes, oh my God.
Yeah, I got it pretty good.
Sometimes you got to make your own spring compressor.
Every time it's done that.
Man.
Just look at that. It's fucked it all up. Yeah, no, it got it pretty good right there.
Ugh. Do they make a good spring compressor?
Yeah, I just bought one
Oh.
and left it up there.
Oh.
So it's in the other trailer.
Do they make any spring compressors that aren't sketchy? How about that?
No. Not that I know of. So as long as this doesn't touch the body, then we'll be okay. I think I left enough on there to get, you know.
Yeah. So it kind of touched on that we'd be doing this before you were in here. We want a lighter spring on the front of the car in an effort to
Yes.
make the front pop up, basically.
We have to. We got to get a little bit of stored energy in the front end. We don't have it, so.
These are actually the old shocks off of the new car.
Yes. As long as it still has just a little bit of that left, I think I'll be okay. Just a little bit left is all I need. Oh, that's it. Okay.
I hate these things.
I fucking hate them too, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Boom. No big deal.
That's fucking stupid, dude. I still got all my fingers though as of right now, but we still got one left. We need this is a spring compressor. We need a strut compressor, and they actually make some that are just a single like this, and it doesn't lip over so bad. But these are made for like just a big regular spring. No shock or coil over in the middle of it. So that's done. And now we need to, I need to jack it up quite a bit.
For those of y'all that don't know, these are our shocks. They're coilover shocks. They are...
That's about what it was.
Okay.
I think I wrote it down over here.
So these are a Penske shock that are valved specifically for our combination by our buddy Chris Bell at Kinetic Engineering. So this was a lot of what really changed the game whenever y'all started really going fast on the streets right here. Now he builds them for everybody.
Yeah.
No secrets.
I know.
Chris.
Can't, no secrets.
We just trying to be rich like him.
I know.
Sharing all the good stuff.
Okay, that is, let me go to 2 1/4. I think that's 2 anyways. That's 45.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, Chris, but I believe there's only like 36, something like that. So this one will go back on the car now, and we need to figure out how it needs to be. I may have to rotate this so that I can get to this one and still get to this one. One of these I like on the inside, I think. Can't really remember.
Little busted big block. We'll take this thing apart for y'all once we have a little bit of free time one of these days. We might even get some stuff away on that thing. So there's that adjuster we were talking about right there. You can kind of see it. It's not easy to get to, and the car is all put together. This one's on the inside.
I think I want it the way that it is. This one on the outside right here to where I can get to it, and then this one on the inside to where I can get to it. That's gonna suck. Fuck.
So this shock is
what we gotta do, man, is we gotta bust it off of here. I ain't fucking with it. I'm not dealing with it anymore.
So the problem we're running into right now, the reason Shawn seems upset.
Yeah.
This shock is longer than the other one.
Yes.
Which is good once it's in the car.
Yeah, but if you can't use that travel, you can't use that travel.
Well, yeah.
This
true.
is all the travel that this thing has. And if you can see right here, about 1/2 inch. This needs to be pushed up about 1/2 inch. And I'm sorry, but my thumbs aren't that strong. Like normally, you would, if it was a shock and no spring, you just push it and then slide the bolt in. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah. I'm gonna have to probably pull this top one off and let the A-arm fall down, put the bolt in it, and then probably get my
The screw
yes,
jack.
the screw jack, put it right here, lift it back up until I can get this back on, and then start tightening it. That's the easiest way. I've done it other ways.
We've spent a lot more time.
I've spent a lot more time. Well, I've got a spot where I can get, and it's been a long time since I've had to do this. That's the reason he made the shocks for this car half an inch shorter. Well, we ran out of time, so he just sent me the other shocks off the old car. So I have a pry bar that I've put in there before, and I've pried that up and got it in there before. But it is a bitch. And right now, I could spend less time doing it this way. So right now, I ain't gonna mess with it. I'm gonna get the other side off.
You get a lot of questions about the new car. Where's the new car? Where's the new car? It's still here. We got the short block back for it, and then it was time to go racing, so we didn't have time to put it all back together. It's still here. We'll finish it when we get time. So what'd you think about the Nitrous, actually getting to use it in a race? Did it make any difference to you in the car, not having to wait so long?
Oh yeah. But I was, it was the first time I'd ever done it, so it was a little bit different. Like as far as I looked down, and we had never left at that low of RPM before. We had never left that low of RPM before. So I was waiting on it to hit the chip. Well, it was already on the chip.
Yeah.
So that right there tells us that we know that it'll be okay on the chip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was cool, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? But then after that, I'm going, okay, yeah, no, hey, we're on the chip. Hell yeah. Now we got to bump in, and it's just dark in there. I can't see anything. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to hit the nitrous again. And then the bump button's right next to the nitrous button. So, I made it through it, and I did it, but it could get sketchy, probably.
Yeah.
But, it didn't. It was cool. It worked.
I know it came up quick.
Yep. Okay, look at that.
Boom.
That's how much more we got to go up with it now.
So the shock is in place.
Yes.
And now, can't really see, but there's about I don't know, probably needs to go up 1.5 inches.
Yeah. And what we'll do is, whenever we get the other side ready, we'll put that deal right here and we'll let the car down, or we'll jack that jack up, and it'll essentially put that where it needs to go. So, which is what we need to do again right here too. Yeah, I figured it would. Recorder. Yeah, I should have it over there. And then I don't really like to beat on this. I mean, you wouldn't think so by the way I was just beating on it.
Yeah.
But this is where I've beat on it every other time.
Good old TRZ spindles, man. These things have been on here forever.
I know. I'm sure we're gonna get to hear, oh, you're weakening that spindle, which,
Joke's
hey,
on you guys. We've already welded these things up.
Yeah, exactly. These things have been welded a couple of times anyways.
I remember one time they broke.
Whenever I came off that wheelie in Georgia, they broke.
Oh yeah, well I was thinking about one time on the street, it was just me and you. And
we're on small tires.
You went to back up, and this thing wouldn't, it was in such a bind.
Yeah.
He had it at 3,000 RPM.
Brushing off mile an hour, wasn't it?
and then he still sent this motherfucker.
Remember Monkey was like, ooh, yeah, I don't know, man. And I was like,
yeah. Yep. No problem.
Piece of cake, right?
What kind of coilover springs do you like to use? Do you have a specific like brand that you normally go to?
I like to use Pack. There's a couple of springs out there that I'll use and won't have a problem with. Pack. I don't mind the Strange, which they're made by
Hypercoil.
Hypercoil.
Like that?
It's a Hypercoil. There's 3, isn't there? There's one more that's pretty decent too, but a lot of the
Oh,
springs,
the AFCOs are pretty good. The yellow ones.
Is that what the yellow ones are?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, when we get a choice, we like to order. We definitely like to order Pack.
And the black ones, not the orange ones that they sent us last time.
I have some orange ones.
That was all out of black.
Yeah.
We needed some springs right now.
You know what? What are we doing?
So you're gonna measure to see basically how tall the new shock needs to
I'm
be.
measuring to see what the spread is between the two, so that whenever I do get them back on there, if I keep the same spread, then the way we had the car set up will be pretty close. It's just a starting point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so that's about an inch even right there. Ooh. No, 1.25 inches. So they were about 1 inch difference.
Huh.
No, they weren't. They were 1/2 inch. What did I say, 1.25 inches?
Yeah.
They were 1.75 inches.
Oh,
The
okay.
other ones. But I went 2.25, right? Yes. Yes. Okay.
Just pouring out.
That's
there.
not fucking right, man.
I'm having some issues with the AC in here. Some first world problems. I'm no AC guy. I don't think we should have a puddle under our AC in here. So these springs are actually on the shocks that we tried to do some small tire street stuff with. Our thinking was...
We didn't try, we did it.
Yeah, no, we did it. And our thinking was get the front end up, get it on the back tire. So lightest spring we could find, it would still kind of hold this thing up.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So we're not real sure. We've changed a lot of stuff on the car, so we're not real sure. We could let the car down and it could coil bind these all the way before the car stops moving. So we're just gonna have to see. None of this may work. We may have to redo this whole thing. Moving at 100, in my opinion, is a lot. That's a lot of spring to take off of it.
So it had a 425 pound per square inch, and we're putting a 325 on it.
Yes. Which the 425 does seem excessive, but with the old big block in it, it was steel, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But so we have lost weight swapping to this new block, but we also moved the fuel tank to the front.
We did.
So, you know, there's a little give and take. I'm not even real sure if it's heavier on the front than what it used to be. I don't know. Okay, so this is what makes them go real easy. It's a Torrington bearing. and then you have a shim on each side of it. Let me make sure they're the same.
I messed up. Didn't put these on my truck.
Yeah, it sucks when you do that.
Boom.
Put them on there, and then the spring spins real easy. Still not real easy, but you know.
Yeah, easier than without, I promise you. Now Shawn has to use this sketchy ass spring compressor so he can get the top on it.
Yeah. Didn't I have another one? Did I drop it?
Yeah, you dropped it right there. Drop it on your toe.
Can you grab that?
You're doing it opposite again.
I've got to.
Oh.
That's the way I cut it. No, I cut it wrong.
I got you.
There's no fixing that.
I got you. Anyone who's ever used a spring compressor before knows what kind of sketchiness is going on here right now. If you haven't,
Don't do it. Stay away from them.
pay a professional.
Ooh. Ha.
What's up?
You ready?
What?
Hey, give me 15. What do you mean for what? What have you been waiting on all day? Uh-huh. I'll be ready. Phantom broke it. Because it was locked and he couldn't get in.
I had to break in. You're probably the one that locked it. You set me up for failure.
I never locked any of it.
So last week, whenever I came here to get the dually and stuff, my first obstacle that I had to face before I even had to jump start the dually was I had to break into the shop because it was locked. Not that it isn't always locked,
Yeah.
but it was locked and I didn't have a key. What kind of bike you got?
I have a Busa.
Not a real man's bike.
What?
I said not a real man's bike.
Okay. Yeah. A big boy bike. God damn
Oh
it.
my god, I bet that hurt.
Nah, it didn't.
It didn't?
Not at all.
Looked like it hit right on top of your foot,
It didn't.
point
It hit
down.
Like, it hit like this.
Oh.
No, yeah. It could have been worse. Okay. So.
I'm gonna get Aiden one of those GoPros that straps to his chest so he can video y'all.
Got Walter Riffin.
That could end up pretty epic.
It could. On
Huh?
250, whipping on a 250.
Oh, yeah. Ain't got him a little ninja.
Yeah.
The last thing I can have. Unless I got an R3.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty cool bike though. It's white and stuff. It's pretty sweet.
I wouldn't get him something that sucks.
Yeah.
Huh? I would?
It breaks whenever it goes 70.
Wherever
You
it
got
goes
a
what?
250. Okay. You shouldn't be going 70.
We went on the highways.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we
We
did.
never went on the highway.
What's that one thing? That's Papa's house.
Quiet, you little snitch.
Anybody that knows about a 250 knows that they're not for highway use, which is why we haven't ever been on the highway.
What about Groms?
I don't know anything about Groms.
Groms are less CC than Ninja. 250. I think Groms are 125.
Cool.
And they're going on the highway.
I don't give a shit. I bet they're not 14.
No.
Okay. Good thing we're in no luck of Chris seeing this.
Nope, he'll never see this.
Nope.
This is all computer generated, Chris Bell.
We didn't actually beat on these shocks at all.
Nope, never.
I am going to ask him why he uses these spiral locks, though.
Instead of the
Yeah, instead
snap
of
rings or
snap ring. He's probably going to go, I don't. You put those in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go, oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, no,
Must have what I had
did.
enough of.
I still want to go up there and watch him dyno a shock one of these days.
Yep. Okay. All right, let's just see if we can put this one in. Yeah, we're gonna need another bolt.
There you go. Is that too long?
Because I can't roll your bike down here.
You can't drive it?
No.
You big sissy.
See how big that bike is?
You big sissy.
1,300 cc.
Ooh.
All you gotta do is go, nah, and you're doing a wheelie.
You're scared? Just say so, man.
Yeah.
Pretty scary.
Not a big deal. So yes?
Yeah.
That's what's happening? You're scared?
Yeah.
You're afraid
I
you're
know
gonna
if I
drop
crash
it?
that thing, yeah.
What sissy?
This'll work.
Big sissy.
Yeah.
Aiden's little 250 Ninja here.
We need to go take it to the car wash.
What? Oh, yeah. Keychain. Put the wheels back on, set it on the ground, and see where it sits.
That's the plan. See how much,
How much you got to crank these things up?
where's all the lug nuts?
These are up here.
What? What? Okay. Are they on the right ones? Okay, then plug it in. Now make sure it's turned on. Yeah. He's looking for assistance, and I don't know what to tell him if he doesn't know how to hook a battery up to a battery charger. Well then, what are you doing?
Everything in here is
Boom.
That's awesome. Put it on. How many amps?
Put it on 40. Nope, nope. Back to the engine start.
Wait, what?
Start it.
Don't worry about starting it. Let it charge. Check the oil. Oh well, finish one thing at a time. Okay, well. Shit, probably good then. That was 6 months ago. I'd worry about what you were doing first. Put the air inside. That'll be pretty close. First time me and Aiden did this yesterday, it whoop, rolled off. I didn't blame it on you, did I? That's plenty.
Yeah.
Like I don't want a whole lot more than that. But let me look and see.
It ain't cool bound.
Well, on that side needs to come down. No, they're not. Let me see what the crank is. And they're not just springing up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I bet it's too low. Still does that.
What?
I don't like that. I push down on that side and it stays there.
Oh.
See, that right there is only 100, which is pretty close to where it was. It ain't even close now.
It's pretty close.
I mean, 15. You take off.
What are those, 2.5?
Ooh, are they? I didn't think they were that much. Yeah, they probably are.
So 15 minus 2.5?
It's 12 and a half. Needs to come up about an inch.
So it's a little low.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna spanner it up a little bit to get it back to where it needs to be, which is it's about 12.5. The crank center line is right now. We've been running at about 13.5.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get it up there.
I know you like raising cars up.
Ugh. Doesn't even really bother me anymore with this one.
Yeah, it is what
Just
it is.
where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, get them picks in for the gram. Okay, did you get the air in the tires? Okay, that's 3 on this side, 5 on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah. $16, 13 and a half. It's about 16 right now, so that's pretty damn close to where we want it right there.